salvation, not from sin, original or the other, but from ignorance, in which sin is the consequence. Say that shit again. Gnostics look to salvation not from sin, but from ignorance, in which sin is a consequence. So we're not looking not to sin. You're looking to get away from the fucking ignorance, which sin is a fucking side effect of. Right. All these niggas doing wrong is just a side effect of ignorance. All these niggas snatching pocketbooks and all that, niggas is ignorant. Bushing them niggas ignorant. They acting like they smart. They ignorant. They just nothing but thugs. And that's a consequence. All the stuff that's being done is a consequence of ignorance and a consequence of you just being human. You see what I'm saying? Ignorance, which means ignorance of spiritual realities, is dispelled by Gnostics. Dispelled. You cannot have spiritual realities and just act like it ain't happening. Gnosticism has always acknowledged that the potential for gnosis and thus salvation is inherent in every man, and that salvation is not vicarious and collective, but individual. Woo! Let me say that shit again, because I just did a whole thing in New York about it ain't about we, it ain't about us, it ain't about the people. It's about your black funky ass. You're gonna have to save your nasty funky ass. Gnosticism has always acknowledged that the potential for gnosis and thus salvation is inherent in every man and every woman, and that salvation is not vicarious and collective, but individual. You can see there's a blue line around that one. Yep. Triple line. That's a biggin'. That's a biggin'.